Our next session is another tradition at the High North Dialogue. It's the High North Hero Award. And to present this year's hero, I want to introduce the Secretary General of the Arctic Mayors Forum, Patti Bruns. Patti, great that you're here. And who is the hero?
Let's see. Thank you so much, dear Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, friends here in the Arctic. On behalf of the High North Heroes Selection Committee, it is my distinct pleasure to present the 8th High North Hero Award for 2025. The High North Hero Award is an initiative of the High North Center for Business and Governance and is bestowed upon individuals, organizations, or companies that have made significant contributions to highlighting or developing the High North region. This prestigious award recognizes impactful work in the Arctic, and the winner is selected by an international committee of Arctic experts based on nominations from you, the general public. This year, the committee received a number of excellent nominations. Our selection process focuses on identifying individuals or organizations who have had a positive impact in the Arctic. We sought to recognize those who have diligently worked to promote and strengthen cooperation and peace, enhance competence, create business opportunities, foster growth, generate jobs, and drive innovation in the Arctic. Furthermore, contributions to diversity, equity, and inclusion in the region were also carefully considered. Before we proceed, please join me in remembering Dr. Robert Corral, a distinguished High North hero in 2019. Dr. Corral, a world-renowned researcher on climate change and its impact, particularly in the Arctic, sadly passed away earlier this year on January 16th. Early in my career, I had the honor of meeting Bob at several Arctic Council meetings. His dedication and enthusiasm inspired me to pursue my own aspirations for a long and fruitful career in the Arctic. I know many of you share this sentiment. We will now observe a brief tribute to his memory.
Our children, your children, mine, and our grandchildren and those that are beyond, they will live with the decisions that we have and have not made during this time. So they are going to be confronted with change. We will go faster or slower depending on how we transform our energy, but we're all going to have to adapt. So the concern for the young people is they're going to face these things. But on the other hand, it gives them the opportunity to be innovative, to be imaginative, to be creative. And in a changing world, learning by doing has got to become kind of the watchword in a very rapidly adapting and changing world. But I think humans have a huge inherent capacity to do that. And our job is to stimulate that as much as we possibly can. But hope is our future as humans. So I would hope that those who gather recognize that they are prisoners of a change, but it's going to be all nested in hope.
Now, it is my great pleasure and honor to announce the 8th High North Hero. The High North Hero 2025 has demonstrated exceptional leadership in navigating the Arctic Council through a very challenging time. Their inclusive approach, unwavering commitment to sustainable development, and deep dedication to the well-being of Arctic communities have safeguarded the Council's status as the preeminent body for Arctic cooperation. The efforts of the High North Hero 2025 have ensured that important scientific research and collaborative projects found ways to move forward to address both the pressing challenges and unique opportunities found in the Arctic. Under his leadership, the Norwegian chairship of the Arctic Council has been a resounding success, empowering Arctic states, permanent participants, working groups, and observers to carry forward the Council's original mission. Insights from our hero's closest colleagues highlight his extraordinary commitment. They note his remarkable dedication to keeping communication lines open, participating in numerous meetings across different time zones consistently over the past 2 years. They have described him as always available, responsive to the needs of ministries, working groups, and permanent participants. Colleagues consistently emphasized his likability and genuine interest in the perspectives of others. The High North Hero 2025 is known for being approachable and pragmatic, yet firm and clear when necessary, always seeking solutions to complex issues. Their bravery and persistence are considered crucial in maintaining the Arctic Council's relevance and continuity. They are noted for their patience and extensive knowledge of the Council's history and operations, benefiting greatly from his own previous political experience. In recognition of their profound contributions, the High North Hero 2025 will receive the High North Hero Prize Diploma. The 50,000 kroner prize will be directed towards next year's Young Fund. This will support the participation of young individuals in the High North Dialogue 2026, fostering meaningful engagement of the next generation in crucial Arctic discussions. The High North Heroes 2025's exceptional leadership, unwavering commitment, and remarkable personal qualities have not only ensured the continued vital work of the Arctic Council during a critical period, but has also inspired many of those who've had the pleasure of working with him. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I present to you the High North Hero for 2025, Norway's Arctic Ambassador and Chair of the Senior Arctic Officials, Morten Høgland. Congratulations. I can take these from you. Is there a microphone for Morten? There you go.
Thank you, Patti. Thank you to all of you. A real honor. I'm very sincerely thankful for all the gratitude and all the support so many in this room has shown to myself, but more importantly, to our chairship and to the Arctic Council in general. Many of you have been with us for years, Patti, Frode, and so many others. And that's been very valuable, important. So to the degree I have succeeded, it's building on the knowledge of so many others. I'm not going to hold a long speech, but I just also wanted to reflect on Bob Corell, which I was so happy we had that opportunity to give him a real good memorial, or in a way, session at the Arctic Circle in Reykjavik last year, and we reflected on his legacy. I had the opportunity to have him in my car for a long drive in Norway many, many years ago. And it's kind of those driving experiences when you have a passenger who is unstoppable in talking, but everything he says is just great, and you just try to absorb as much as you can from a generalist perspective, not being a climate expert and scientist like Bob was. But he truly inspired me, not only on that ride, but everything he did. So it's people like him who, for many of us, has really paved the way for the dedication so many shows to the Arctic cooperation, the Arctic being the home for so many, and the need to preserve what is important. I listened with interest to the ambassadors panel today. Great comments. And a lot on security, not surprisingly. And of course, that's what's on everyone's mind. We hope that the risk is that will suck all the energy out of the room. So what we are trying from the Arctic Council is, in good coordination with the security people, because of course they will agree, is to, there are other discussions which need to be had. And we touched upon it, you know, it's climate, it's biodiversity, it's indigenous peoples, it's sustainable economic development, it's shipping, it's plastic pollution in the ocean, and it's youth engagement, and the list can go on and on and on. And that's where the Arctic Council has the possibility to continue to play an important role. And we are a circumpolar body with all the challenges that comes with being circumpolar in this time. But what I always also explain, the Arctic is maybe not, well, it's kind of the most unique place in the world, but the way people populate this, we live across border, but people can be the same. And as an example, we have 6 indigenous peoples organizations within the Arctic Council, and they cross borders. 4 of them have people living in Russia, and that's just the DNA of how it is. On the North American side, they live across the border from Canada, Alaska. So separating a country or taking a country out of the Arctic Council, it's kind of, it doesn't serve any purpose. We need to keep some kind of dialogue going, and given the challenges ahead. So looking at the long perspectives. So I just want to underline how important it is that we don't lose everything else while focusing on short-term, really important issues. So we have to be able to deal with several crises at the same time. And as I started saying in Tromsø during the Arctic Frontiers, we need to make multilateralism great again. There is a case for states and for people and for everyone coming together from different perspectives and just meet and talk and listen. Given the challenges and given the horrible things happening in a war in Europe, it's understandable that that is sensitive, difficult, and it has to be done carefully. But I think we have something real valuable to build on with the Arctic Council, and I think it will be tremendous negative for both the Arctic and the globe if we were to lose it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Morten, for those very wise words that we will carry with us as we come to the conclusion of the Norwegian chairship in a few weeks' time, and head into the chairship of the Kingdom of Denmark. Everybody, please, one more time, our High North Hero 2025, Morten Høgland.